Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes biology session. Plant tissues. We have completed the lesson. So in today's class, let us recapitulate and do the assessment recapitulation. What we have learnt. Okay. What is a tissue? A tissue is a group of cells similar in structure and performing similar functions. What is a meristematic tissue? The dividing tissue present in growing regions of plants. What are the growing regions of plants? Root tip and shoot tip. Apical meristems. They are present at the growing tip that bring about growth in length. Lateral meristems. What are lateral meristems? The meristems present around the edges in a lateral manner and raise the growth in diameter of the stem and root. Girth of the stem and root can be increased by lateral meristems. Intercalary meristem. The meristem present at the branches, leaves or flower stalk and helps in growth. It is called intercalary meristem. And the different types of tissue. Next tissue, after meristematic tissue, what is the plant tissue? Dermal tissue. A single layer of tissues showing variations in the types of cells giving protection to the plant are called dermal tissues. Dermal tissue is of epidermis, mesodermis and endodermis. Outer epidermis, inner endodermis, middle mesodermis. Next, cuticle. A waxy waterproof substance produced by epidermal cells of leaves, shoots and other above ground parts of plants. It prevents the damage and loss of water by evaporation. Means transpiration can be stopped by this cuticle. Epidermis. In animals, outer layer of skin that consists mainly of epithelial cells and lack nerve endings and blood vessels. But in plants, it is the outer layer of dermal tissue. In animals, skin, epidermis, outer layer. In plants also, outer layer is the epidermis. Stomata. Singular it is called stoma. Group stomata. The tiny pores in the epidermis of a plant leaf particularly that controls the transpiration and gaseous exchange with the atmosphere. Okay, in gaseous exchange in the plants takes place through leaves. Through which part of the leaf? Through stomata of the leaves. Guard cells. Guard cells are the bean shaped sclerenchymal cells in the epidermis of the leaves. They swell and shrink by osmosis to open and close. What is the mechanism by which the guard cells open and close? By means of osmosis. Next, ground tissue. It is the third important tissue in the plants. It occupies the major part. So this tissue forms the bulk of the plant body. Example, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Parenchyma. The cells of this tissue are soft, thin-walled and loosely packed. Collenchyma. It has thicker walled, longer cells compared to parenchyma. Sclerenchyma. The cells are thick walled compactly arranged without intercellular spaces. Okay, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma together called as ground tissue or simple permanent tissue. Next, vascular tissue. The vascular tissue helps in transport of materials in plants. It is of two types. What are they? Xylem and phloem. Xylem. Xylem helps in the transport of water and minerals. Phloem. Phloem is a type of plant vascular tissue that transports food from photosynthetic cells to other parts of the plant. Cork cambium. Cork cambium undergoes periclinal division and cuts off thick-walled suberized dead cork cells towards outside, and it cuts off thin-walled living cells, that is phelloderm on inner side. Phelloderm on inner side. So actually this cambium is present between the xylem and phloem. A vascular bundle consisting of xylem, phloem and cambium. Okay, that cork cambium, it undergoes periclinal divisions. Okay. During secondary growth, secondary xylem, secondary phloem, like that we come across other terms. During secondary growth, the vascular cambium, the cambium which is present in the vascular bundles is called as vascular cambium. The cambium which is present in the cork, it is called as cork cambium. The vascular cambium gives rise to secondary xylem and secondary phloem. The phelloderm is formed by the cork cambium. Cork cambium will form the phelloderm. Vascular cambium form the secondary xylem and secondary phloem. So let us go for the assessment. The total worksheet. We will do this assessment in the two videos. This is the first assessment. Come on, you have to answer, or if not possible, you can note down the question. Slowly we can deal and write the answer in the form of a one-word answer. Okay, no need of taking 4 options. The tissues that bring about overall growth and repair in plants are called dash tissues. Which tissue? Growth and repair. Meristematic tissue. Next, the tissue that form outer coverings are called as dermal tissue. Next, the tissue that forms the bulk of the plant body are called ground tissue. That is only parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The bulk of the plant body is made up of ground tissue. Next, the tissue that help in transport of materials are called which tissue? Xylem and phloem. Vascular tissue. Okay, the tissue which form the bulk of the plant body, ground tissue. The tissue that helps in the transport of materials in plants, that is vascular tissue. So ground tissue consisting of parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Vascular tissue consists of xylem and phloem. So let us proceed. The meristematic tissues present at the growing tip that bring about growth in length. Growing tip of the stem and root. What is that meristematic tissue? Which helps in growth in length? Apical meristem. Apical meristem. Next, dermal tissue forms. Or dermal tissue consists of different layers. What are they? Epidermis, outer epidermis, middle mesodermis, and inner endodermis. So all of these. Next, stomata are present in this layer. Which layer? In the leaf, stomata are present in epidermis, outermost layer. Next, stomata are enclosed by two kidney shaped cells called. What are the two kidney shaped cells present in the stomata? They are called guard cells. Bean shaped or kidney shaped cells, they are called guard cells. They open and close. They swell or shrink so that whenever required they open, and whenever not required they will close. They regulate the entry and outgoing of gases and also water vapor. Gum is secreted by. Gum is an eragastic substance. The gum, latex, resins, these are all eragastic substances, unwanted substances. So of course they also involve in certain function, like they help the plant to protect from herbivorous animals because they are differently taste. And this gum particularly secretes at the wounded parts of the plant, help in healing. So which tissue, which layer? Dermal layer secretes gum. The scientist who coined the term parenchyma for the part of the plant. So these are all the questions which are there in your textbook lesson. They are made from the middle of the lesson. They have chosen. Okay, so this worksheet is very important to develop the comprehension, your understanding of the lesson. Okay, the scientist who coined the term parenchyma for the part of the plant, that is Nehem Grieve. N. Grieve. Gum is secreted by dermal layer, and the term parenchyma was introduced by Nehemiah Grieve. Identify the vascular tissue. Xylem, phloem, both, and sclerenchyma. So obviously xylem and phloem. Xylem contains, means what are the elements present in the xylem tissue? Xylem and phloem are complex tissues. What is a complex tissue? A tissue which is made up of different types of cells is called a complex tissue. So xylem contains xylem tracheids, xylem vessels, xylem fibers, xylem parenchyma. So all of these. You can write this in the form of xylem tissue is equal to tracheids plus vessels plus fibers plus parenchyma. Okay, shortcut. Next, phloem consists of, it is also a complex tissue. So sieve cells, sieve tubes, phloem parenchyma and companion cells, even phloem fibers also. Okay. So all of these. In rosewood, xylem carries water up to a height of, in eucalyptus up to 230 feet, in rosewood up to 330 feet height. How it is possible? Xylem is present in the roots. The height, the tip of the stem, 330 feet height. How the water reach? So this is ascent of sap. It involves the several diffusion, osmosis, root pressure, transpiration, like the different phenomenons help the water to reach the tip of the stem. Okay. Next, parenchyma that contains chloroplasts are called chlorenchyma. Parenchyma, it is present in the hydrophytes. Storage tissue, it is present in the potato, banana, like that, or in the seeds. Storage parenchyma is present. Sclerenchyma in the fibers. Okay, like that, the different parts it is present. Okay, but here the question is parenchyma that contains chloroplasts. So chlorenchyma, where it is present? It is present in the leaves, in the mesophyll tissue. The palisade parenchyma particularly contain chlorenchyma. The meristematic tissues are present in growing tips of, very simple, root and shoot. Next, identify the xylem element. Here 4 options are given, from which one you have to select which is xylem element. Tracheids, sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells. So xylem tracheids. Identify the phloem element here. Here tracheids, vessels, sieve cells, xylem fibers are given. So here sieve cells. Next, the flexibility in plants is due to a tissue called parenchyma, sclerenchyma, collenchyma and arenchyma. Which one? Flexibility. So it is given by collenchyma. The cells of bark are dead and have a chemical in their walls that makes them impervious to gases and water. The chemical is, what is that chemical? Suberin. Okay. Bark cell wall is made up of suberin. So actually cell wall in plant cells is made up of different types of chemical substances. The main one is cellulose. In some plants, along with the cellulose, different other chemicals are also present. They are lignin, suberin, pectin, hemicellulose, like that. Okay, the bark part of the tree, it is made up of suberin, which is impervious to gases and water. Next, the girth of the stem or root increases due to which meristem? Lateral meristem. Xylem and phloem are examples of. Here the options given are your dermal tissue, simple tissue, complex tissue, permanent tissue. Okay, permanent tissue only, in that simple or complex. complex tissue. Xylem and phloem, different names are there, you have to remember. Xylem and phloem together called conductive tissue. Xylem and phloem together called vascular tissue. Xylem and phloem are complex tissues. Okay. Next, sieve tubes and companion cells are present in. Sieve tubes and companion cells are present in phloem tissue. Cuticle is present on the outer layer of mainly leaves. Commonly it is present in the leaves, but in some plants, like for example cactus is there, on the stem also waxy coat cuticle is present. Okay. Next, meristematic tissues and permanent tissues are the types of meristematic tissues and permanent tissues are the types of simple tissues. Okay. Types of meristematic tissues in plants include apical meristem and lateral meristems. Intercalary meristem is not given here, so the two options, apical meristem and lateral meristem. The type of cambium located between phloem and xylem is classified as. Okay, what is that cambium present in the vascular bundles? So it is called vascular cambium. The type of cambium located between xylem and phloem. If this cambium is present, it is open type of vascular bundles. If it is absent, closed type of vascular bundles. The major categories of plant tissues are simple tissues, compound tissues, epidermal tissues, or only simple and compound tissues. The major categories, both simple and compound tissues, because simple tissue only contain ground tissue. Containing bulk of the plant tissue is ground tissue. So here major categories of the plant tissues are simple and compound. Okay children, so keep watching our videos and prepare textbook. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to receive latest updates.